Good morning, my Sagittarius family. Gang, gang. So, this is really a simple message, and I took a break. I was decorating and dancing and shaking all of that trauma of the last year off. Yes, Sagittarius. So, happy Maybon to those who celebrate. And otherwise, happy first day of fall, and we can all actually join in, to celebrate this day. And I'm going to actually be posting a video for the new channel I've been threatening with some things you could do today, tomorrow. It doesn't matter when you start. So yeah. So, as much as I want to tell you right now, I'm not going to do it. So, Sagittarius. Sorry, I didn't do a midnight message last night because I was tired, y'all. I needed to go to sleep, and I like to do the readings real time. And I know that most of the readers typically have a schedule for readings. And I do realize that that's a good idea, but since I'm not out here doing all 12 signs, I actually don't feel like it's necessary. But if you're wondering about what my schedule might be, I can tell you that this is as far as I'm scheduling. And basically, on this channel, I do 3 readings a day. And they may consist of different things. So I always do the morning message. These are energies that may affect your day. And then I will usually either do a random reading or a scheduled reading. I'm going to pick the days that I'm going to do, start doing a career money reading and a love reading. Okay. So I'm going to make that on particular days so that you know when to look out for that, because, if that's what you want. And I do a midnight message, and the midnight message is general messages about what may be hidden from you. And so, it's a heads up, y'all. So today we're celebrating this new season, and we're talking about harvest. Okay, we're talking about harvest because, we are entering into a new timeline. And so we're going to take a look at the overall energy, the focus, what you may be harvesting, and what you need to release in order to make that happen. Because there's always a catch. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, Sag. So the overall energy is really interesting because I do feel, and by the way, happy Libra season. Hopefully we're going to see a whole lot more balance going on, right? So mending and by the book is here. I will tell you that it really felt to me like you're getting more structured. Okay. This can look like you writing out, your standards, your expectations, your non-negotiables. And because as much as mending can be and usually is mending relationships with other people, I feel like even if you're doing that, that there needs to be a structure in place for that to happen. As much as Sagittarius really, really hates rules, and we do. I'm trying to get the cards more in here. We really hate rules, okay? But you kind of need them, and I feel like you're starting to see that you need to have your own rule book about, how to move forward, like with anything, to be honest, and thanks for your responses to my video yesterday. Like, I know I kind of was giving the lecture, but I'm not going to say I'm not affected by negative comments, but I just wanted y'all to know that I will state specifically if it's about an ex. I seriously will. So anyways, let's get on to the focus. 9-9. So you're definitely in this manifestation mode. Okay, because completion and leadership is here, meaning, you're completing a cycle, there's a real sense of taking charge of your life, right? Real big sense of that. And it's really interesting. So underneath the deck was the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the King of Wands. Like literally you're in this go mode, right? And like not willing to miss opportunities anymore. Like maybe you have, maybe you've let opportunities pass you by, and, you know, that can, and maybe have been too focused on things that have been disappointing, and you're just saying, you know what, no, I'm going to start taking action because I'm not going to allow myself to miss anything. There's this sense of, I'm not going to miss a thing. That's a song, isn't it, Sag? I don't want to, oh, it's Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing, something like that. I was just feeling that. Okay, now. Okay, Sag. Yeah, your girl's a little crazy. So, in terms of what you're harvesting, let's put it in the middle here so you can see it. The Chariot, the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. Like, this is a dual meaning. For some, this will be love. Like, maybe you're determined, right? To find love or to have love, to call love in. And I was also, though I was really feeling that this is about dreams, right? It kind of like maybe at times not knowing how to pursue dreams or feeling like love is never going to get here. But with the moon, that's illusion and fear. You're actually going to be putting yourself out there and pushing past fear, because and like that can be fear of the unknown. Like, it's deciding that you want certain dreams to come true, and really being very careful about your decisions, whether that's love or whether that's just a life dream. You're saying to yourself, you know what, yeah, I am a little afraid. I'm a little afraid because I don't know what will happen, but I'm doing it anyway, and I don't care how long it takes. Knight of Pentacles. I don't care how long it takes. I will not stop. The Chariot. And once you start pushing that way, the universe will rise up to meet you. Believe it or not, like we always think like we don't have what's necessary to do certain things, whether that's, watch any mindset coach and you'll see that, they'll say it to you and you'll say, I have this dream I want to do, but I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, or I don't have the freedom. And they will all say you have to just do it. Because it sounds weird and it sounds impossible, but it's actually the starting of doing it will bring the way in. So one of my favorite sayings is ask for the way and the way will appear. And it's literally true, and we're Sagittarius, we believe that. And what's interesting is you being in moon energy, to be honest, because Sagittarius usually doesn't care. We are usually we'll do anything, whatever happens, who cares? But I feel like you may be or have been moving in more of a cautious energy for the last year. And you're saying, F that. Caution to the wind. I mean, you're still focused on doing things that make sense. I mean, because you have earth energy here with the Lovers, you're still, very much more conscientious, I guess is the word, of the decisions that you make, because you want love that's smart. You want to make smart moves towards your dreams. You don't want to be careless. And maybe what has held you back is just not knowing where it would take you, not knowing, maybe it's a time thing too. But with the Knight of Pentacles, you're saying, I don't care what, F time. I'll do it no matter how long it takes. Understanding, like, because the Knight of Pentacles doesn't have everything they want. That's about laying seeds, right? You're just going to do it. You're just going to do it, Sag. That's all there is to it. And it's so beautiful. And what this is saying too also is that there may be love showing up. You know, there definitely is this momentum towards your dreams. The Chariot tells you, you started with the Chariot, so there's bound to be success. And there's success knowing that it's not going to be overnight. It's going to take time. Okay? Going to take time. Yes, yes. 3 wands on the bottom. Jeez Louise. 3 of wands with the 8 of wands. The Magician. Like literally, you may think that whatever it is that you want, because you've been waiting for it, right? You're just maybe in this energy of, I feel like all I do is wait and I'm probably going to wait again. But like the universe is telling you no. It's like once you fetter out the details, because that's the 3 of wands for me. Once you figure it out, once you figure the exact thing out, and you bring more structure into your life, we're going to make it happen pretty quick. We're going to do it. And it's going to be, and I really do feel like when they bring it in for you, of course it's going to bring something else down, because that's the Tower. And you know, it'll bring down structures that aren't working, and maybe that's why you start thinking about your structure. You know, what is working? What can I fix here? I said what I said. So I have to cover up this dude's booty right here. We're on YouTube. So, what you need to release? Well, you need to, first of all, stop. Be honest with yourself about what you may be hanging on to. So with the 5 of cups, you know, I don't know where, I think Pluto's in Capricorn or something. But there may be some things coming up that you haven't let go of. You know, like we all want to think, oh, I moved on, I moved on, I moved on. But, you know, the 5 of cups are those things that are in your subconscious even. Deep down, they may be coming up. And when they come up, you know, the universe or God or whatever wants you to face a truth about how you may be saying that you've moved on from everything, but there may be residual sadness or the lower vibrational feelings from the past that you might still be hanging on to. And so when it comes up to meet you, if it does, you're to face the truth about it and not say, no, I'm not dealing with this, or I'm not facing this, because, you know, the universe is bringing this in for you so that things can change. So you do have to actually look at it. And maybe a good question to ask yourself is, what am I hanging on to? Is there something I'm hanging on to? You know? Yeah. Yeah, I said what I said. You know, because there's feelings here. This is the water element. Feelings. The Star, okay. So you're pushing past all of that. Okay. Opening and being open to new experiences. Love it. Opening your heart to shit. Yes. 6 of wands. And it's so funny because you may even be speaking from the heart. And it's like the more you do that, the more attention you get. But you're also pushing forward. This is pushing you forward. The Hermit. Okay. And Temperance. Yeah, you might have... You're really figuring stuff out. The Hangman. Gosh, it's like Virgo making its last push on people. Yeah, I mean, you may be spending some time alone before this happens to figure out what needs to come into balance. You know, it could be a way of thinking, right? But wow. And this is all part of the completion, right? This is part of the completion. It may have been, you know, what you've been doing. Yeah, so yeah, with the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Fool, it's like, how have I been blocking my own independence? How have I been blocking my own new beginning? Is it because, you know, I stick with what's familiar to me and don't make that big move? but I feel like you're going to be changing that. Wow, Sagittarius, that is something. So let's clean up this mess, right? And get you a mindful message because you know you want it. Sorry. Sagittarius. And, you know, enjoy this day. Relax. Get to writing. But like I said, I'm going to be making a video for my new channel and putting in some activities you could participate in today. Or really all weekend. So, what is Sagittarius's mindful message? What is Sagittarius's mindful message? Sagittarius's mindful message. What is Sagittarius's mindful message? Edge of greatness, Sag. The universe is opening doors for you. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Yay, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you. Happy fall.